Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I want to use the Cascade mold, and I really love this mold because it gives really a beautiful 3D effect. That's the experience I got, and yeah, I thought I use it today, and I thought I pour some flowers, as you may have guessed from me pouring the clear into the mold. So I make sure that I pour the clear up to the second rim, because there are 3 steps of the Cascade mold, and I leave the last step free from my back layer. So I'm just dividing my resin. The resin is the Ultracast. I let it sit for a while till it got warm and I had the feeling I can pour. I never take a temperature. I really mainly go by feeling or by time, but mostly by feeling how the resin is feeling in this big container, and then I start pouring for the flowers. So I'm just taking care of some of the air bubbles before I can start doing my pour. You know, there are always some bubbles trapped at the edges, so you just need to take them out and then just a quick torch so you can get rid of them. But sometimes they are also going up to the surface so that they are not always stuck at the edges, but I try to get the majority of the bubbles out of my mold. And now just a quick torch, and then I can start pouring soon. So I decided to go with 3 resin inks. The first color is going to be the coral. This is a resin ink from Etter Art. I will just place it outside, a couple of drops. Now I'm just counting myself. I used 7 drops in each mold. So this is going to be my outside, this beautiful red color. Then the second color is the mango. It's also from Etter Art. And I'm just pouring, or I'm dropping them on the inner bit of the red, if you see what I mean. Also 7 drops. I'm doing this for all the 4 coasters because I like to have the same designs. And the last one is the butterscotch, and this is from Octopus Fluids, and I just pour this into the center, but I'm going with 2 drops each because the yellow is always a little bit lighter in color. So this is my resin inks done. And now I'm taking my white. I already put it into the piping bag and I mixed it with the pigment drops from Etter Art, and I added a little bit of the interfering champagne. It's also mica from Etter Art. So, and now I'm just drawing my flowers, and because I dropped the resin inks like they are, it's easy to follow a pattern. So you can just follow these 7 petals, and I'm just, yeah, you see what I'm doing. I let you just watch it and enjoy, so I don't need to talk so much. Yeah, I'm pouring all the flowers in the same pattern. So this is now my last one done, and then I decided I go around the outer edges of, or not edges, but the outer flower petals. So I have there a little bit more of white. So you see what I'm doing. Of course, I'm hoping that my flowers are not blobbing, and I'm very curious how this is all gonna turn out. So now the last one. Then I'm taking the glitter, and the glitter is the Fantasy Midnight. I think it's called Midnight. Yeah, it's Midnight. It's a very dark bluish, purplish, blackish, I don't know, tone. It's very beautiful, and I thought it's perfect for my center. So I'm just taking a little bit of the resin out of my cup, which was still in there, and I just mix a little bit of the Fantasy Midnight. And then I'm just placing a little bit into the center of my flowers. Not too much, because I don't want a big blob. I just want a little bit of the glitter. So I'm hoping also that I'm in the center, that I'm not like off center, because it easily happens and then it always looks a little bit weird. So fingers crossed that it works proper. I'm really taking my time with this, and yeah, that's my glitter done. And then I can just start emphasizing my petals. I just follow the way the flower is shaped, just to give it a little bit more shape. And then just a swirl around my glitter. And I'm doing this also again for all the other coasters and flowers. You see it there. Everything is shaped, and I can just use the torch and just pop some bubbles which are still on the surface. And here I'm taking you down for close-up. And so far I'm very happy with the flowers. They are behaving quite good, and I'm very positive that they're gonna turn out well. It's always a challenge when you didn't do the 3D blooms for quite a long time. I recently did one with the hearts, but now single in a coaster I haven't done for quite a while. So yeah, let's do the second step now. And I did some of the Midnight. I put this into my resin, and I used some of the Druzy. And this is an effect, I don't know if it's a mica or whatsoever. This is an effect pigment, I call it, which gives a beautiful effect. So I thought this gives the Midnight Fantasy or Fantasy Midnight this special kick also. That was my idea. So I'm just placing my glitter into the mold, and I'm very careful because I don't want to overfill my mold. I just let the resin mainly move where it needs to move, and then see where I can fill up a little bit more. I'm really taking my time with this. I learned not to hurry too much when I do the back layer, because you easily overfill and then you're in struggles, you need to see that you get resin out of your mold again, or that you level your mold. So I really take it easy. And I think I perfectly mixed enough. I think I mixed there 100 grams. So that was perfectly enough for my back layer. And my molds are really filled to the rim. They're doming a little bit, so this is always good, so you don't need to do anything with the edges. And that's done, and we see each other for the unmolding. For you, just a second, like I said. So the next day I can unmold, and I'm very curious how these turned out. The glitter I didn't mix too chunky, too thick, so you can still see through, which I don't mind. And I'm very curious how this is gonna look. I was a bit nervous if this matches with the colors with each other, but you will see. Let's have a look. Look at that. I really love it. I was a little bit critical if this really fits, but it certainly does fit to each other. And I'm also happy with the blooms. Look at these. They're so cute, and I really love them. They're really having this 3D effect, and I think it's mainly also the Cascade mold. I'm not sure, but it looks like they're really lying on top of a glamoury stone or whatsoever. I really love it. I think I already said a couple of times I love it. I'm sorry, but I'm very happy with this pour. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, and I'm quite happy with this pour, like I said. And with the end result, I'm gonna love and leave you. And I thank you for watching. And there you can see really the 3D effect. And also looking through the edges of the Cascade mold. It's beautiful. So MoldsandShapes, you've done a good job with this mold. Like with all the other molds, but I particularly like this one also a lot. So, finally, I'll leave you and I stop talking. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.